Here we are again. Sorry, I'm looking so ragged out and tired, but I am. Um, you know, uh, right now, the big argument in Congress is all about just spending too much money, putting it all on the credit card. Now, in terms of taxation, uh, we place the burden of taxation primarily on the back and shoulders of the working people of the United States of America. Let's take a closer look at the validity of that philosophy. Uh, what do you think is the largest area of economic activity in the United States of America? Let me give you a few seconds. Okay, maybe you guessed properly, maybe you know, maybe you don't. The largest area, the largest sector of economic activity in the United States of America is the trading of financial derivatives, over $1 trillion in transactions every week, and not a single penny levied on those transactions. Now, what do you think that really means in terms of revenue? Okay, well, let's think for a moment. Okay, uh, let's talk about returns on investment, but in terms of revenue, you think that taxing those transactions might have a little bit of effect on our debt and deficit? Yeah, that's right, they would. Because if we just put a 1/2 of 1% levy on every one of those transactions over $100,000, and policed, of course, those who tried to game the system with 99,999, we would have enough money to feed, clothe, house, educate, employ every human, not every citizen, every human in North America. We'd also be able to provide for them all dental care, health care, optical care, prenatal care, and we'd be able to, what's that? Repair and replace our entire crumbling infrastructure? Oh my. Yeah, we'd also have enough money to continue to feed the bloated military machine of the Pentagon, which no longer has any nation state enemies, when we're living in a time wherein cyber warfare and economic warfare are the actual battlefields. We're not too well prepared for that, are we? No, we're not. The average computer in the United States government is running Windows 95 or XP. You wouldn't do that in your living room, would you? No, not even for that machine you use to bootleg and play all the movies you want to play. hmm And what happens with all the money? Oh, that's right. Even after spending all of that, after giving every homeless person a home, after providing health care for everyone, after providing free education for everyone, all the stuff that Bernie and his folks want, we still have enough money left over, enough revenue to retire the debt and the deficit, including the fake debt that we owe to the Federal Reserve, which represents 3/4 of the national debt, by the way, to a private bank. hmm Yeah. We retire the debt and deficit in less than half a decade. Whoa, go figure. Probably set off fireworks for that, right? Yep, that's how it works. Now, what about all those priorities? That's right. What happens if we put a buck into infrastructure? We get $5 back to the economy. That's a pretty good return on investment. What happens when we put a buck into education? We get $7 back in the economy. That's a pretty good return on investment. What happens when we put a buck into corporate? Ooze $3 from the economy. What happens when we put $1 into housing the homeless? Well, when we house the homeless, we spend 20% of what we spend sweeping the displaced around the streets and having them use emergency services. So, hey, you don't even need to think in terms of politics or morality. You don't need to worry about whether you're sticking with the Puritan work ethic. Nope. It's just arithmetic. It's not even math, it's just arithmetic. Let's talk about this a little bit more tomorrow. I think it makes sense to do simple arithmetic and to tax those who are benefiting to the greatest extent while paying zero into the system today. How about you? Let me know. Subscribe, comment. I welcome it all.